What's up, guys? I got a quick, I'm going to try to do a quick little video here. So yesterday we were looking for shorts most of the day, and it ended up being, a couple decent winners here and there. But overall, the market kind of just remained within its small little range that it's been in for the last few days. And we didn't end up breaking down. So now that we got a nice little pump at the end of the day, we started breaking out of some of those ranges that we've been in for the last week. So this is going to be something to look at. For me, if we were looking at Apple, I am kind of just curious to see if this ends up being a thing where this is the giant bull flag, and then this is the consolidation downside, and then we break to the upside. So right now, we are starting to get a nice push out of this potential idea. If this is a bull flag, then we are actually talking about a very big run for Apple, which is crazy. And obviously, take it with a grain of salt. We still have to break some key highs, which, the high of this potential falling wedge here, I guess you could call it for now. The high tick is that old high of 156. If it's a giant bull flag, the high is 178 for the target, with this key resistance still in mind, 168. That's where I'm watching. But for a dip buy on Apple today, what I'd be looking for is a nice pullback and reclaim of this previous support, roughly between 146 and the candle bodies, which is 146.15, to the low wicks, which you can see clearly. There was a lot of support here. Boom, 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 boom. Multiple hourly supports. Why not come back and test that? That's my idea for today. Dip buy on Apple, 145.78, and then you can long it to 149.16. And if we can break and close above 149.16, start holding support, then we're going to be looking for back up towards 154. That's the first spot. Let's look at SPY for the same deal. SPY, I started drawing in this falling wedge here towards the end of the day after we got this breakout. We started rolling up here. If you look on a 15-minute, you can see that we just pretty much continuously were getting these high wicks, and we ended up putting in a descending, well, not really a descending triangle, more of like a falling wedge of some sort. We did go sideways. We did break up. I started noticing this getting a bid when I saw Apple on a smaller 1-minute pattern that ended up having a very significant break to the upside. I don't even know if I still have it drawn in here. Was it a 1 minute or was it a 5 minute? Oh yeah, that was down here. Oh yeah, right here, sorry. Took me a second. That was right here. We had this beautiful pattern here, and it's just really started chopping, making higher highs, started trending up. The second we broke this, boom, we launched out of it, shot all the way up. I was looking at this as some downtrending resistance as well. This may or may not have any confluence. I know we already talked Apple, but this may or may not end up having any type of confluence. But it's something to potentially consider. Well, where was this? I don't know. Maybe it won't matter. Yeah, I mean, it could still have confluence and that it would end up coming down to that same level. I don't care about that as much. I guess if you were looking at anything, we're going to watch this previous right here. This was from a 5-minute as well. I forgot to talk about this. We have 146.64, but I still like the 145.78. That's what I'm waiting for. Sorry, I'm going off track. Go back to the SPY real quick. Let's just talk what we're looking for. So SPY, this downtrending potential resistance, what was that from? Oh yeah, that was from that breakout up to 418. Are we back testing that as support? That's the long-term weekly. It is getting close, but it didn't quite tap it, but that still could look pretty good overall for a nice bullish move. Now what we have to do, we have this 401.30 to 402 level. We still have to get above that. I've had 401.30 as my key area. If we can get above that, we can start looking bullish. As far as for today, if we were looking for any dip buys today, this was an area 397 to 396. Oh yeah, we've already went over this multiple times. What was the key level we could not break out of in SPY? We've been going over this all week.
If you can't remember, look back at my other videos. I mean, I'll just tell you, 396.30. That was the area that we could not break above. Roughly 396.30, 396.50. No, 396.30. I'm still sticking with that. Where is it? I don't care if you guys think maybe this isn't going to quite come back down there. Maybe it won't. 396.30 to 401.30. That's the range. If you're looking for a dip buy, I'd expect, I don't know if we'll just go to 401.30 because we're already up here, though. That's the thing. But overall, I think we'd come back and back test the 396.30 in the maybe next week. That's going to still be my thesis, but that's the thing. Do you sit and wait for 396.30? Do you jump in now, play it to 401.30? No. You wait for this dip, and if you don't get the dip, you wait for the breakout and the back test and the confirmation, and then you play the break to the upside, and then you look for 404. That's the idea there. So it's either 396.30 support buy or 401.30 confirmed breakout. And we go over confirmations on this channel, how to confirm them on a 1 minute. That's my idea as far as that. If we look at yesterday, just for the hell of it, yesterday we had this potential of almost like a bull flag right here. This could be something to watch as well, but I don't really think I care about it, honestly. I don't know if I do. 397.35 to 396.30, we'll just say that. That's what I'd be looking for, and then maybe you could play this. If you're really short term, you could watch this 398.54. I don't want to get too confusing. I just want to stick to my key support level, 396.30. Let's SPY. AI, we've been talking about this on this channel for a while. We did have a break to the downside that actually breached my idea a little bit, which I did change up now that we've had this bottom is like this, but originally I was looking for 21.37. I was looking for this right here, which it did break. So anyway, that was like the pattern, not this one. And then we broke down from it, and then we came back and it looked like we were potentially back testing it. I was a little nervous. I was like, ugh. And we ended up popping up. So for me, a key area to watch for support would be the top of this channel range right here, which was from 21, we'll call it 2170 because that was our buy zone, 2162 to 2321. Now we have a break of the range. We're back up at some previous resistance zones, but in my opinion, I don't know how it's going to play out. I think this thing bleeds off, comes back, and tries to back test. It's a range, really, because you have your multiple wicks here at $23 to $23.25, and then you have your candle bodies here at $22.95. So, or either $22.95 to $22.85. So I'm going to call it a range, $22.85 to $23.25. That's what we're going to be looking at for a dip buy today. Well, that's what I'll be looking for. I'm going to wait for $22.85. That's my idea. Dip buy that. You get support there, you're good. Watch for that confirmation or put a buy order there and then just stop loss it a little bit below. Boom, killing it. That's my idea for today, $22.85. What else? Tesla, I was talking about shorts yesterday. I was really expecting this to break down to the downside. However, once we started forming on this lower time frame, this uptrending support, we did end up holding it out. We had clear resistance at one of the key areas that I was looking at yesterday was 190. Well, it ended up turning out to be 190.65, I think, as the key resistance zone. This was an area we had multiple wicks, but it also went down to where my original level was 190.38. That's where I was looking, or 190.34. So I don't know if Tesla is going to come all the way back down there. You know that my first key resistance level is 195.66 to 195.80, and that would be pretty much coming back to potentially back test this larger consolidation. If this turns out to be a bearish overall thing, then we will not get back above 196.
We could get rejected at 196, but what was the level that I was shorting yesterday was 193.11. To me, that's going to have significant importance because that was an area of rejection. If we lost 193.11 and started closing below, then I would be looking back towards the 190. I mean, it's going to be somewhere between 190.150 and 190.38.
So it's a little bit of a range, but that's what I'd be looking for personally if we were to get really bearish. But I don't think that's going to happen today. I think we get 193.11-ish. And that could be the area that we end up wanting to dip by here on Tesla for a short-term trade. You could look at the high wicks, but this is why 193.11 to 192.97 was important, because it had the double top right here at 193.15. We had a double top at 193.73, but I like either candle body. So I'm going to say 193.30 to 193.15. That's going to be the area to look for potential dip buy in. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I don't want to go over anything else right now. Maybe one more because the market's about to open. This video is going to get out late and probably miss all these bids. We have NVDa, which is ripping back to the upside overall. We still have that potential idea of that previous breakdown, and we have support at 230.50. That's the area I want to see it hold as support. If we do rally all the way back up, the key resistance is still 238.24. That's where you could potentially look for a breakout or a short. I'm not sure how it'll play out, but that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully this is helpful. Peace.